Let's check in with Patrick right in the Storm Tracker Center, telling us if we'll see more rain out there. Patrick?
And we'll be seeing more rain, and it could be in the form of some thunderstorms and showers, but most of that will be out towards the mountains. Right now, most of us in the valley, or at least some of us, are starting to see some fog develop. But when it comes to the mountains and some of those valleys, this is what we get. This is usually when I love this type of weather, is because we really get to see some of the motion of the atmosphere moving, especially as some of the fog settles into some of the valleys and canyons here. And it's basically like adding food coloring or food dye to some water and seeing how the water moves. But when it comes to our area, here's what we're seeing. Some of the fog is developing out towards the mid-valley right now. 0 miles in visibility for Chico, so take it easy on the roadways today, not only because of the fog, but also because with that rain we had last night, it is a little slick out there with this being the first rainfall of the year. But when it comes to our headlines, here's what we have. We'll have some mountain and a chance for some foothill thunderstorms today. We'll have cooler weather continuing through at least Wednesday, but we will see a return to average as we head into this weekend. So keep that in mind. That's right around usually the low 90s for our area. Temperatures today topping off in the low to mid 70s across the valley. 72 in Redding, 63 though out towards Mount Shasta. If you want to stick with some of the much cooler weather, 74 though out towards places farther south. It'll just depend on how much sun can peek through some of the clouds today and tomorrow, and that'll determine if we see some warmer temperatures for the valley. Now, what to expect for the futurecast, we'll see some of the showers and thunderstorms developing in the surrounding mountains. That'll be the same for tomorrow, as we'll see essentially a repeat of today, although there will be an added swirl or bubbliness to the atmosphere as the area of low pressure moves onshore. But once that happens, we start to dry out and clear out, heading into Thursday, Friday, and well into our weekend. This will be the first full weekend of fall, and it will be dry and temperatures returning to the upper 80s to low 90s. Now with this, it will be a ridge of high pressure building back in, so that does mean, as I mentioned, the dry weather coming in, and it will be essentially a return to normal heading into Sunday, even early next week, as that ridge of high pressure kind of wobbles around. Now what this looks like when it comes to our temperatures for the weekend, as I mentioned, starting in the mornings, upper 50s to mid 60s, but in the afternoons and evenings, it'll be right around average for this time of year, mid 80s to lower 90s on Saturday. So it'll be sunny and for the most part mild at times. Sunday, mid 60s for the most part for the lows, mid 80s to lower 90s again. So we will see some hotter temperatures coming in and drier conditions. Now fall, as I mentioned, does start on Thursday, 80 degrees for a high. Will continue to be dry through the weekend, 88 degrees for Saturday in Chico. But when it comes to Redding, this is what we have, lower 90s for the most part. And look at those lows sticking to the upper 650s to lower 60s in some cases. All of your day planner coming up in just a few minutes.